Well, hello everyone. It is a very cold and windy winter day, but I'm here because I want to talk about something that's very important to me, and that's the casino building here in Asbury Park, a building which is becoming dangerously close to demolition. So this building has stood here for close to 100 years. This is the Asbury Park Casino, and the portion we're looking at is the breezeway. So this building, it's owned by a developer known as Madison Marquette, and they've had it under contract since 2010. Part of the condition of their contract is that they will keep this repaired and in good condition to preserve the history of this beautiful building. Now, in 2023, they had to close it off because it was unsafe to have people walk through it. So it's just kind of been sitting here, gated off. You can't go through it. You used to be able to, but you can't anymore. Now, the front portion of the building is the famous carousel house. We'll go take a look at that. And recently, a notice was placed on the building by the city saying that was unsafe for occupancy, at which point Madison Marquette actually applied to the city for a permit to demolish this portion of the building. That led to some public outcry. Asbury Park City Council denied the permit to demolish this building, stating that that's a last resort, that Madison Marquette needs to step in and do their part to take care of this building and preserve it for history. Oh my goodness, it is so cold and windy. It's brutal out here. I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to stay out here. We're gonna go take a walk around this building and talk about the future of it. So due to the backlash that they were getting from citizens of Asbury Park, Madison Marquette has come out and said that they no longer intend to demolish this building. But I don't know, forgive me if I feel kind of skeptical about that. They haven't really made transparent what exactly they plan to do with this building, how exactly they're going to repair this and keep it safe for occupancy, safe so people can walk underneath it. So now this building, it's very old. It's almost 100 years old, and this was formerly part of the Asbury Park Casino. There used to be a larger portion that extended out this way. And I think historically it had games and shops. You used to be able to walk through there. Just look at that. I believe this has been featured in some movies. I want to say this was in The Wrestler. We have this really beautiful mural here of this octopus woman. But we can see that orange sign there labeling this unsafe for occupancy. You can't walk through that anymore. You used to be able to. I think I have some old pictures of that. But look at the details on this beautiful historic building. We're gonna take a walk down this way towards the carousel house. So their plan was only to demolish this portion, probably to make room for redevelopment, whatever they want to do, apartments, something else. Again, you have these developers trying to tear down history and replace it with something that they can make more money off of. And it would just be a shame to destroy such an important part of Jersey Shore history, of New Jersey history, with this beautiful building. And we're gonna take a walk over here. Sorry guys, it is super cold out today. It's very difficult to film, but I'm doing my best today. I know there was a protest earlier today, but unfortunately I missed that. So shout out to everyone who showed up to that. And I just want to show you this amazing building. Oh my Lord. So this is the carousel house, and it has some of the most beautiful ornate architecture I have ever seen. Look at these faces. And up here we have Pegasus. And so historically this had a carousel, and I think the carousel was there up until the 80s, and when they removed it. And I think back in the 90s, they actually had a skate park in here, and now they just kind of use it for like art projects. Whoa, look at that Popeye. But this is just really something stunning. You don't see anything like this anymore. But if we're allowed to tear down the breezeway, what's next? This building too? We don't want to lose this. Here we can see the unsafe structure notice, putting this building at risk. So we have to keep up public pressure. We have to keep letting Madison Marquette know that we do not want this building torn down. But that's not something we can accept. We need to keep public pressure on them. Now, they've said that they're not going to do it, but I don't know. I feel skeptical about that. Now, this building is known as the steam plant, and this was actually a steam-generated power plant that was used to power the casino. Guys, I'm shivering. But look at that. Another just amazing building here. Now, this carousel building, it was recently used in the Bruce Springsteen biopic video. I think Bruce Springsteen actually shot some live performances here. And this was also used in the Debbie Gibson music video for Only in My Dreams. Oh, look at that. That's, is that Grace Jones? Very cool. So in hindsight, trying to film on a windy below freezing day was a really bad idea. So here are some of my old pics of the casino to give you an idea of what it looks like inside. As of now, Madison Marquette has issued a statement saying that they do not plan to demolish the casino and that they intend to repair and reopen it, even though they just applied for a demolition permit. It feels like this statement is in response to the strong public outcry that they received. So this shows that public pressure can work, but this is far from the end of the fight. They failed to do their part in maintaining the building, which has allowed it to fall into this state of disrepair, and we still don't know how and when they plan to repair the casino. So it is important that we keep pressure on them to make sure this building remains standing in the future. I will leave a link down below to a petition. Please go check that out and sign it. The Asbury Park Casino is a piece of New Jersey history with a lot of meaning to so many people, and it shouldn't just be so casually discarded like that. Oh my goodness. Back in my car, I had to get out of the cold. I would have loved to have shown you that place more in detail, but it is really bad, really brutal cold. It's 13 degrees and windy. But anyway, the carousel building, the Asbury Park Casino, it's part of the rich history here at the Jersey Shore, and to tear it down so callously would just be a real crime. So it seems like the imminent demolition has possibly been subverted, but I don't think we should let our guard down. I think we should make sure we do everything we can to preserve these buildings, to keep them for the future. I'm going to leave links down below in the description on resources. There's a petition to save this. I'm going to leave a link to that down below. But anyway, I love Asbury Park. I love all the history here, and I don't want to see a building like that just to be demolished. So anyway, sorry this video was a little choppy, but weather did not want to cooperate with me today. But anyway, I want to thank you for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one.